Hi guys, it's Grace with Grace Gets Gastric, and I'm here today for my April favorites video. So if you are interested in finding out 5 of my favorite food items and 5 non-food related favorites for the month of April, keep on watching. So as always, we will start off with the food, and the first few items are things you actually might have seen if you watched my Costco haul. So the first, I did a Costco haul, obviously, and talked about some of the things that I'd bought, but I hadn't tried them yet, so I figured since some of these things I loved, I'd come back and let you know. So the first one is this shaved Brussels sprouts with bacon. Like I said, I did get this at Costco. It's the Mission Hill Bistro. It comes with 2 12-ounce packages of, pre-cooked Brussels sprouts with bacon. You just pop it in the microwave, heat it up. So total, I think there's 8 servings, so 4 servings in each pack, I think. Serving size is half a cup or 85 grams, and it's 180 calories, 15 fat, 6 total carbs, 2 fiber, so that's 4 net carbs, 7 protein. So decent enough stats. This is really easy to make yourself. In fact, it is one of my go-to side dishes that I often make myself. I get like a pack of the shredded Brussels sprouts from Trader Joe's, some bacon, usually they add a little bit of garlic. So dead easy and cheaper, obviously, to make it yourself, but sometimes you just do not have the spoons to even do that much. And with the whole pandemic thing happening, finding vegetables has actually been kind of difficult. Less so now, but it was at the beginning when I bought this. And yeah, I've enjoyed having this in my fridge, ready to go. I've used it as a side dish. I've tossed it with some chicken and just, made a meal of it. So I really like this. It was tasty. Nothing fancy. Like I said, you could obviously get this and make this yourself for much cheaper, and it's relatively easy to make, but sometimes you just don't have the energy. So, and then the next item that I also got at Costco was the Snack Yard Crispy Asparagus. So these, obviously this is empty, but this is like a crispy asparagus. It's like a chip kind of thing. And for half a cup or about an ounce, it's 122 calories, 4 grams of fat, 16 total carbs, 6 fiber, so that's 10 net carbs, 2 protein. So for me, this is actually a pretty decent snack. Obviously still got 10 grams of carbs, so for some people that's super, that's too high. I'm not super low carb, so this was fine for me, and definitely like an amazing chip alternative. If they have these at Costco the next time I go, because that's always so variable, I will for sure be getting them. I loved these. I thought that they were going to kind of be like those pea crisps, if you've ever seen them, which I also enjoy, but these are not like that at all. They're actually, it's like freeze-dried bits of asparagus. Like it's actual, totally asparagus. There's nothing else in it. And in the ingredients, it's asparagus, palm oil, some sugar, and salt. So it's very minimal ingredients. It does have kind of a sweet, salty vibe because there's a bit of sugar. So they're a little bit sweet, a little bit savory. Yeah, I don't know. I love them. I love asparagus, so I really like these. My roommate, who does not like asparagus, thought these were okay. She wouldn't go after them because she doesn't love asparagus, but she liked them even though she does not like asparagus. And it definitely gives you the weird asparagus pea smell, which, fun fact, not everybody can smell that. That's like a weird genetic thing. But yeah, I really enjoyed these. For me, these were an amazing alternative to chips. I've had a very intense crunchy craving lately, and so these were great. And I'm really hoping that they have them the next time I go to Costco. Next, we have cheese curds. So these are the Face Rock Creamery cheese curds in Vampire Slayer, which is garlic cheddar. I believe this is a Portland or an Oregon brand, so you might not have them everywhere. I live in Washington State, so they do have them here. I love cheese curds. My favorite are the Beecher's cheese curds, which is I believe a Seattle brand, but I think you can find them other places. But I love those. And I decided to try the Face Rock Creamery because it had garlic cheddar, and your girl loves garlic, and these were awesome. These were really good. I've also tried this brand, this exact thing, the garlic cheddar from Face Rock Creamery in a solid slab. So I've had both the regular cheddar and the cheese curds. Cheese curds do taste a little bit different, and I like the kind of bite-size ability of them, especially because I use these. I like to snack on cheese. I love cheese, and it's a nice, lower carb, higher protein snack. And I would prefer to snack on cheese curds than just a hunk of cheddar. yeah, just, you know, I would. So I really like those. I would definitely recommend if you like garlic and cheddar and cheese curds and you find them. Next, we have this Starbucks Skinny Caramel Macchiato. So there's 3 servings in this whole thing for 12 ounces or 360 milliliters, which is an amazing serving size, to be honest. It's 100 calories, 0 fat, 15 total carbs, and 0 fiber, so 15 net carbs, and 9 grams of protein. So 9 grams of protein for only 100 calories and 12 ounces is honestly fantastic. Obviously it does have carbs because of the milk mostly. You know, this is using non-fat milk. Milk has carbs. I am totally fine with that, particularly with the rest of the stats. And I love lattes. I really, really do. And have been craving them a lot and have been a little bit bummed about, you know, not being able to get them whenever I want with the quarantine, pandemic, social distancing, etc. So this has totally satisfied my my cravings. I just bought a vanilla latte, the same thing. It's a skinny vanilla latte that I'm excited to try. And yeah, it taste great. The calories, the macros are perfect for me, and definitely would recommend if that's something you're interested in. I was really pleasantly surprised. I kind of expected it to not be that great, but I loved it. Sorry, I gotta hydrate. And the final food item is one that I actually first heard of from Danzaz and Danielle. I know she loves these, and I was on a mission to find them. It took me ages, and I'm so glad that I did. So it is the Zone Perfect chocolate chip cookie dough protein bar. So for one of these little guys, it is on the smaller size, 1.5 ounces. It's 180 calories, 5 fat, 24 total carb, 0 fiber, 18 sugar. So that's 24 net carbs, 10 protein. So stats are not the most amazing in the world for a protein bar. You can definitely find better stats, particularly if you're low carb. This is 24 carbs. That's on the higher side. It's not quite as high as protein as I would like in my protein bars. But when I have this, it is not for the protein bar. It is a dessert because this tastes fantastic. Oh my goodness. The cookie dough, it is the texture is like cookie dough. The taste is really like cookie dough. These are just so good. Zone Perfect has other bars as well. And I think every other bar that I've tried of theirs has been kind of like that not graham cracker, oat bar, kind of like, you know, like the Quaker oat bar, puffed cereal type thing. They have that consistency, which I like. You know, it's enjoyable. There are bigger bars and different stats because they are more of a protein bar. But this for me is a dessert bar, and this is what I've been using it for. And I don't necessarily need amazing stats for that fix. And because it does have higher carbs and it has some, you know, some actual sugars in there, it really satisfies those cravings for me. So this is delicious. I think I got this at Walmart. And yeah, highly recommend. Danielle knows what she's talking about. All right. Next, let's talk about non-food items. So the first is exercise related, and it is these arena strength fitness bands. So these are the kinds of, there's 3 different strengths, which I like. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. No, okay. So they have 3 different strengths, obviously, and it has like certain ones are, best for squats and lunges, some from hip abduction, deadlifts, etc. And these are a great way to make your home workouts a little bit more difficult, more challenging without having to add weights. So for example, squatting, just adding in that resistance band can increase the efficacy and, using different muscles and make it a little bit more difficult. Which is great because they are cheaper and easier to store and deal with than weights are. And they're multi-purpose. You can use them when you go back to the gym as well and take them with you. I've frequently used exercise bands in my fitness routine. Usually I just use them from the gym. But it was nice, grab myself a pair or some of mine own. And that way too, I know if I go into the gym, when I go back to the gym and I am using exercise bands like that, I'll just have consistency, and sometimes you can't find them. So I thought I really like these ones so far. I've been using them. I just recently at the end of April started working out again, after my plastics. And so I was excited to get these and have them because I don't want to buy a whole bunch of weights. And because I am kind of ramping back up into exercise after essentially taking 3 months off, bands are a great way for me to kind of increase the difficulty of my routine without having to purchase weights, because I am still, you know, ramping up. So I really like those. Next, we have this Kaizen waterproof food thermometer. So I specifically got this for meat because the only thermometer I have is like a really old school one with a little dial, and it takes forever and all that stuff. So I've been wanting a good one. This one has a 2 to 4 second read time, so it shows really quickly. It's waterproof, and the LED screen is really bright. Here, I'll just show you. So it looks like this, and if you just open this up, it turns on. So you can see right here. And I really liked it. I've been doing some cooking. I've made like a pork loin. I've got a roast that I'm planning to do. So I've been needing a meat thermometer. It's one of those like adult things I just didn't have. And I really like this one. I think this one's great. So would definitely recommend if you're in the market for one. And, you know, with, again, quarantine, you want to make sure, one, that you're cooking your meat thoroughly so that you're not getting food poisoning on accident or any kind of poisoning, or you're not, you know, consuming undercooked meats. And also just a lot of us have been doing more cooking at home, more experimenting. So good item to have. Next we have, sorry, I'm trying not to spill anything. So this is this Conair fabric steamer. So you might know I'm wearing the shirt from my Trunk Club haul. If you haven't watched it, watch it, it's great. But I mentioned in that video how it was kind of wrinkly. And I have an ironing board and a very, very old iron that is essentially broken. And I finally just kind of threw it out, or I've put it in the pile to throw away. Anyways, I've been needing something else, and I need to get a proper iron at some point. But I've also been wanting this is kind of like a great size for traveling, for steaming. And it is a great way if you want to just kind of quickly get the wrinkles out of something. It works really well. You know, you fill up this little reservoir here with water, you just turn it on, plug it in, let it heat up, and then you just hang up. You know, I had this on a hanger and I would just pull it taut and kind of steam, and then it would sort of just steam out all of the wrinkles. So it worked really, really quickly. It was a little bit easier than, doing the whole rigmarole with ironing. And I don't really have anything that is super structured that needs necessarily a very intense iron. So I think that this will work great for that. And it's, again, because it is relatively small and easy to travel with, it's compact. It is great if you, if once we can travel again and, you're concerned about having to fold things and maybe them getting wrinkled and wanting to make sure they're all nice and crisp before you wear them out, that's like a great option to take with you. So I'm pretty excited about it. It's worked so far pretty well. I've just used it a couple of times, but I'm really liking it, and thought it was a cool option. Next, I was like, how many items do we have left? Oh, well. Next, we have a pair of white shoes, and these are some Allbirds. So these are Allbird. I want to say these are the Tree Skippers in chalk. So I think I've talked about Allbirds on here before. I got a pair of their shoes last fall before I went to Peru, and I got their wool runners. So they have two materials. They use wool and they use tree, because I believe it's bamboo. And so I've been wanting to try this material, and then they have various different styles, and I wanted to try, these are not quite, the runners look like more like traditional tennis shoes where the laces go farther down. So these are a little bit more of like a slip-on type shoe. And I wanted a pair of all white, sneakers, tennis shoes type deal. And so I was like, oh, all of those things have combined. So I got these. I really like them so far. I've only worn them a couple of times, but you can see a little bit, because I don't want to get them dirty. And, but I just think white tennis shoes, sneakers, they are a great addition to your wardrobe. I've talked on here about how I've been working on kind of building out my wardrobe, figuring out my style. And I think that They're a great way to dress down a look without looking too grungy. Just a nice pair of crisp white sneakers. You know, it's casual, but it still looks nice and purposeful and put together. So I really like these ones. I really like the company a lot and what they stand for. So got these, really enjoying them. And I really like my wool runners as well. Those are really comfortable and warm as well, but I just wanted to try the tree. And the last item is, and it's kind of a combination, but it is these earrings. So these are some acetate hoops. They're Kate hoops from the brand Machete, which I will, obviously all this stuff's gonna be linked down below. But I've been wanting a pair of hoops like this, and saw them on a blog and was like, oh my goodness, those are basically exactly what I want. And they were having a sale, and so I got these, and they are perfect. They're the exact size, shape. This is in the color blonde tortoise, I believe. But I love them. They're exactly what I was looking for. And then while I was on the site, I also bought some hair accessories. So I've got these two, this blonde tortoise, like thicker clip. And then this is, I think, like a peach sort of thinner one. And I also got another like a circular clip that's in my bathroom. So it took a while for them to ship and get here, which I am not surprised about because, you know, pandemic, but they did arrive and they are beautiful. They're exactly what I wanted. They work great. And they have a ton of different styles. They have a lot of jewelry, earrings, and a lot of hair stuff. I really had to limit myself to just getting these 4 items. I wanted to buy a bunch more because they had a ton of different stuff and a lot of different styles and colors. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely recommend. Found this myself, made my own purchases, not getting anything from it, but I really like them. So yeah, like I can't stop staring. I'm so excited and happy about them. So yay! Anyways, everybody, I think that is all of my items for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what your guys' favorites are for the month. If you have any suggestions, recommendations for me, or if you've used or tried any of these things, what did you think? I hope you all are doing well. I hope your April was amazing and that your May is even better. Talk to you guys soon.